How important is the health of your gut? So gut health is literally the center of how your body functions, from mood to energy and inflammation to immunity to even hormone balance. So when your gut is off, your brain, hormones, sleep, and your immune system, they all feel it. And the crazy thing is, over 70 million Americans are living with chronic gut issues, and most of them don't even realize it. Today, I want to share a few fascinating facts about the gut and how it communicates with your body, plus a few takeaways of understanding what damages it and how you can reset it. Hello, welcome to Health and Wellness. I'm Dr. Philip McBride, and I'm a chiropractor here to help educate anyone who comes across this video gain another perspective of health. And understanding that some people don't know the subtle difference between what pleases the ear and what the actual truth is. And hopefully something I say today can resonate with the listener and empower them to move in the right direction as the person they were designed to be. So today I will be speaking about the importance of gut health. And the first thing I want to share is that recently our office did a Gut Reset Makeover, a huge event where we saw hundreds of people, and we took what was a multiple day seminar and condensed it into 4 hours, where we dove deep into the topic about gut health. So a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom was shared. And I say all of this because a lot of the information I'm going to say in this specific video is going to recap some of the things that we spoke about in this event. And we started with this, understanding that everything I'm about to talk about all starts with the creator of all things, he who created us. And understanding that he didn't create us to be weak or insufficient. He created us to be perfect. And his perfect design that God created us with, it never fails us. Now, when it comes to healing, which comes from above, down, inside out, he's given us a natural design. And this design is governed by 3 systems that directly influence how your body functions and heals. These systems support one another within this triangle that I'm about to show you. And by the way, not only is this fascinating, but this also allows you to view things I'm about to speak about through a whole different lens, a much better lens at that. So to start out, you first have your nervous system, which runs every function in your body, right? So bar none, I spoke about this a little when I spoke about chiropractic in a previous video, but your brain sends nonstop messages down your spinal cord through the nerves out to every single cell, tissue, and organ that directly controls healing, digestion, hormones, movement, immune responses, literally everything. Now, when it's stressed or there's any nerve interference, the body's innate ability to heal and function becomes compromised. Now, this leads to the next system, the endocrine system. So your endocrine system is your chemical messenger network. So it regulates energy, metabolism, mood, stress response, and sleep through your hormones. And when this system is off, you begin to see things like emotional stability, focus, and energy, they all begin to suffer. And then it leads to the third one. So the third is your microbiome system. So the microbiome manages digestion, immunity, inflammation, and nutrient absorption. The mucosal lining protects you and communicates directly with your brain and hormones. When this is damaged, or if it's imbalanced, inflammation rises, neurotransmitter levels drop, and your energy begins to crash. So a big part of these 3 systems, your nervous, endocrine, and microbiome, is the gut, which is often called the second brain, not only because of its dense network of neurons, but also its constant communication with the brain. It's absolutely insane. And for those who don't know, this system is called the enteric nervous system. So this system contains millions of neurons that sense stretch, nutrients, toxins, microbes, and even different emotional states. And it communicates directly through the brain through the vagus nerve. That's one of your 12 cranial nerves. And it coordinates digestion, immunity, and hormone signaling. And understanding this network sets the stage for the first takeaway that I'm going to speak about today. So that's going to be about your gut lining, how it functions, and why it's so critical to your brain and your body. So your gut lining is 1 cell thick. It's protected by a mucosal layer with enzymes, antibodies, and all these other beneficial microbes. So these cells control what enter the bloodstream. So different nutrients, vitamins, amino acids, things of that nature. Now, these cells are held together by what's called tight junctions, right? And these are tiny protein gates that open and close to control exactly what it allows to pass through. So it keeps things out like toxins, pathogens, and undigested food. But when the lining becomes damaged, so when these tight junctions become damaged, it becomes what people call leaky gut. So it starts to open up and unwanted particles start to cross in, and this alters your mood and trigger inflammation and immune responses. So things that damage this is antibiotics, which antibiotics significantly reduce your gut bacteria diversity. It destroys this gut microbiome. So studies show that 1 round of antibiotics alters this gut bacteria diversity by 40 to 50%. And understand that we need a diverse microbiome, right? Because it strengthens the gut lining by producing short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, which specifically nourish the cells and reinforces mucosal barrier. It also keeps these tight junctions sealed as well. I mean, other things include processed foods, glyphosate, environmental toxins, and even chronic stress. I mean, poor lining function, it affects your brain, immunity, and your hormones. So what does this look like? So beneath this lining lies the enteric nerve system. Remember that neurological gut-brain connection system. So this which communicates or coordinates specifically digestion, senses nutrients and toxins, and it communicates constantly through the brain through the vagus nerve, also what I was speaking about earlier. So inflammation or damage here disrupts mood, clarity, and stress regulation. Fun fact, and this is so you understand how much your emotion is connected to your gut. 90% of serotonin, the neurotransmitter that plays a key role in regulating your mood, is produced in your gut. So yes, damage directly affects emotional stability, motivation, and mental clarity. Leaky gut isn't just about digestive discomfort. It's a major factor in mood swings, fatigue, brain fog, and systematic inflammation. And listen, I go through these takeaways and I'm going to talk about a lot of different things that disrupt how the gut functions and what damages it. But after this, I'm going to be speaking about implementation tips that can be done, especially if you're dealing with any kind of gut issue. So make sure you stay all the way to the end so that way I can give all of these tips. Your digestive system is a complex, coordinated process involving your nervous system, hormones, enzymes, stomach acid, smooth muscle, all of these things. And understanding how your digestion works, that's one thing. But being able to work with this process is beneficial, especially if you're dealing with chronic gut issues. Digestion actually starts before you even swallow. In the mouth, chewing breaks down food and mixes it with enzymes in your saliva. Now, understanding something like this, I know this is simple, but think about how you can work with this digestion system, right? Give it a break so it doesn't overwork. If you rush or you barely chew your food, you're sending big, stubborn chunks all the way down the stomach, which forces the rest of your system to work way harder than it needs to be. Okay, so after that, once food reaches to the stomach, it enters the acid phase. So your stomach is supposed to be highly acidic. This is what breaks down the proteins, it kills harmful microbes, and it signals the next steps of digestion. But this is usually a habitual thing, right? So this might surprise you. If you drink ice cold water, or if you're just drinking a lot of fluids with your meal, you're gonna dilute that acid and cool the environment down. This is gonna slow everything down from protein breakdown to nutrient absorption. So next, the food moves into your small intestine. Here, bile from the liver helps break down fats, and the enzymes from the pancreas help digest the proteins and carbohydrates. So once it reaches your large intestines, your gut bacteria takes over and they ferment fiber, which makes helpful compounds called short-chain fatty acids and support the protective lining of your gut. That's what I was speaking about earlier as well. So when this system is out of balance, the condition is called dysbiosis, and it can lead to bloating, constipation, or diarrhea. And one more thing, so your liver sends used up hormones into the gut so your body can get rid of them through bowel movements. This is called hormone clearance. Now I'll explain the importance of this in a little bit, but in conclusion, digestion is a conversation between your brain, gut lining, and microbiome. So eating habits directly influence how efficiently your body works. So hormone balance. This depends on proper clearance between the liver and the gut. And the liver breaks down estrogen, cortisol, thyroid, and testosterone into an inactive form. And then it sends it through the intestines for elimination. So if the gut is inflamed, sluggish, or constipated, these hormones linger and they can get reabsorbed back into the bloodstream. And this is important to understand. So reabsorption disrupts balance, causing estrogen dominance, high cortisol, thyroid inefficiency, low testosterone, and mood, energy, and sleep disturbances. The microbiome supports proper breakdown of the hormone metabolites, and a disrupted microbiome, it'll slow clearance, increases inflammation, and allows hormone metabolites to recycle, all which amplify imbalance. So when hormones are reabsorbed, common signs you might notice like brain fog, fatigue, anxiety, irritability, poor sleep. I mean, so many different things, even bloating and difficulty losing weight. So now that I went over all of these things, I'm going to give some implementation tips. So these are all going to be directly correlated with everything I spoke about in this video. So one, avoid things that damage your gut lining. So reduce things like antibiotics, unless medically necessary, obviously, processed foods, glyphosate, and environmental toxins. And then use resources like the Environmental Working Group. And for those who don't know, EWG, they come up with a list every single year called the Clean 15 and the Dirty Dozen. The Clean 50 with fruits and vegetables that are sprayed with lower pesticide levels, and a lot of them where you have to peel the skin off, obviously. But then the Dirty Dozen, things that you need to avoid, bar none, bought organic all the time, usually ones where they don't have a skin to peel. So that's one thing that you can do. Also, work with your digestion. So remember that system that I spoke about. So chew your food until it's nearly liquid. Help the enzymes and stomach acid work efficiently. And then also, I know it's habitual, I know everyone does it, but avoid drinking fluids during your meals. Instead, drink 30 minutes before and then 1 hour after eating. This preserves the stomach acidity and supports digestion, especially if you have gut issues. And then 3, support hormone clearance. So give your digestive system a break with fasting. You can do a 12 to 16 hour fast overnight. And guys, you can skip a meal without dying of starvation. So there's so many benefits of fasting, also a topic for another day. But you can also support the liver. So support liver detoxification, the organ specifically responsible for hormone clearance. So support it with nutrients like zinc and glutathione. And then also use mindful eating techniques. So avoid eating while you're stressed. This creates a whole physiological response and affects how your gut functions as well. Mindful eating improves digestion, nutrient absorption, and hormone balance. So when the nervous system, endocrine system, and microbiome work together, your body functions the way that God designed it. So resilient, energetic, and balanced. Your mood, clarity, immunity, and hormones, they all improve naturally when the gut is healthy. And listen, I love making these kind of videos, especially just sharing the information, going back and then implementing them into my life, these specific tips. It's always fun for me. So if you like these videos like me, leave a like, comment, and even subscribe if you're new to the channel. That will help grow this content so other people can access this information. And again, this is only a fraction of the information that we talked about at the Gut Reset Makeover. So I'm sure I'll have more videos in regards to more specific aspects of the gut-brain connection. But until then, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.